Welcome to our next video in our Getting Started series with DJ Event Planner. My name is Fletcher. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to quickly add an event into your DJ Event Planner account. But before we get into it, if you've not watched the previous video, Event Form Settings, I encourage you to go back and watch that first, as those settings will dictate what happens when we add an event into the system. So to begin, there's a couple different ways to add an event, some easy ways and some manual ways, and we're going to go through both of those. But before we begin, there's 5 things that are required in order to add an event into your account. First name, event date, of course, venue, package, and employee. Once you have those 5 things, that's the minimum requirements that are needed in order to add an event into your system. So to begin, let's take a quick look at adding an event manually. So a client calls you up on the phone or emails you, however you engage in conversation with them. There's 3 ways that you can manually add an event. Here underneath main menu, if it's not expanded, you can click on main menu to expand it, and then click on add event. As well, here at the top, this little plus sign, if you click on that, you can click on add event here. Now, if you use one of those 2 methods, it's going to add the event to today's date by default, and you'll have to make sure that you update that event date. The third method of adding an event manually is on the calendar itself. This green square with the plus sign will allow you to add an event to the date that you're on. So when you're manually adding events, I encourage you to get in the habit of navigating to that date prior to adding the event. That way it forces you to look at that date to see what's going on. So when we go to that date, say we're adding a New Year's Eve celebration, we can click on the plus sign when we're on that date. The things that are required are first name, package, of course, event date. We have our package. I always have mine set up to be determined, as well as the venue. And then lastly, an employee. In this case, we have the check employee availability verification system turned on, which requires us to check that date before we can add an employee to the system. That is also something you'll see in the event form settings video. And that's it. You can obviously add all the other pertinent details, but those are the minimum things required to add an event into your system. Now, an even easier way to add an event into the system is if you utilize one of the website tools to capture a lead from your website, such as the contact form, request information form, or the instant quote tool. When a client fills out and submits one of those forms, it'll come into your DJ Event Planner inbox here at the top. Simply clicking on that will open up that lead. And from here, you can quickly add the event to the system by clicking this green button, and everything they filled into that form will automatically get put into the appropriate fields. And that's it. Very simple, very easy to add an event into the system. If you have any questions, as usual, you can find support underneath support options in the left menu of your account, and includes live chat as well as a support forum. And if you're not a member of our Facebook user-to-user group, make sure you get on that. It's a great way to see what other users are doing and ask quick questions. And I hope you found this video helpful, and we'll see you on the next one. Happy planning.